keep the walls everywhere, but not the statues, please, because, okay, we would like to show them also to next generations, yeah. And well, what is important, the salt deposit in Wieliczka was formed about 14 million years ago, and it all started when the process of uplifting Carpathian mountains started, creating a huge groove at the very bottom. In that groove, a water from Miocene Sea, which covered western part of Europe at that time, flowed in, and in a warm and windy climate, the process of evaporation started, leaving the sediments of salt. But well, then again, the process of uplifting Carpathian mountains started, and it pushed the deposit to the north, sometimes breaking the layers of salt into huge pieces, and sometimes undulating them. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the salt mine in Wieliczka is the only salt mine in the world with dual composition of a deposit. Because the upper part consists of scattered blocks of salt, huge blocks of salt, and the lower part consists of very complicated undulated layers. What is interesting, that when the miners excavated salt in a block of salt, because this chamber was made in a block of salt, they didn't excavate the whole salt. They always left a protective layer of salt around the chamber to stop the falling of gangue. You know, gangue, it's sand, gravel, loam, yes? The question is, how did they know in the 14th century when to stop digging? They didn't have any devices. One of the methods was that they put the heel to the rock. When they felt cold, it meant that the layer was thick. When they felt warm, it meant that the layer was thin, and it is connected with the property of salt to transfer heat. Well, clever, I think. In front of you, you can see a salt statue of Micolaj Kopernik. He was a famous Polish astronomer. He was the one who formulated heliocentric theory. He was the first person to claim that in the center of the universe there was the sun, not the earth. In Poland we say that he stopped the sun and moved the earth. What is also important, he was our first tourist. He visited the mine in 1493, year before America was discovered. So you can see that tourism in our salt mine has got a very long tradition. Yes. Follow me.